just leaving as he takes the stage in defiance against Israel and what is currently going on with the conflict with Lebanon and the Hezbollah terrorist group striking them. You can see on the other side all of the people walking out while he takes the stage. Like I said, absolutely incredible. So I'm going to share with you the speech because I want you to hear it for yourself, hear what he had to say. And like I said, he is issuing out those warnings saying there's no place in Iran that Israel cannot reach. We will hit you. You are tyrants of Tehran. We will strike you. And he said that the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu slammed the UN General Assembly as a swamp of anti-Semitic bile in a fiery speech. So let's go ahead and dive right in. But before we do me a quick favor. I see we've got 1,755 people with me live. Please, excuse me, 1,800 now. Please take a second and hit that like button. Just takes a second. Appreciate it a ton. Helps the channel out. Just spreads this out further so more people can see exactly what's going on. I cite all the sources, put it on the screen. I'm actually going to share with you the video footage. And again, if you appreciate that I cite the sources, hold myself accountable to the community, and I let you see it for yourself, take a second, hit that like button. Also, subscribe to stay up to date. It's totally free. Why not? I'll keep you up to speed on everything so that way you can know exactly what is taking place as it unfolds. Make sure you're staying subscribed to the channel. A lot of people letting me know that they've been unsubscribed. We think it has something to do with YouTube settings, so make sure you're stayed subscribed to the channel. And also turn on the notification bell to all so that way as soon as breaking news hits like this coming out this morning, you can be notified right away and see it for yourself. And also, like I said, I'm going to be referencing these articles. They're linked in the description below. I have hyperlinks so you can click them, go right to them, read them for yourself. If you have friends or family members that's wondering what's going on, you can send them my video or send them the links. I try to provide all the resources cited just like a book report so that way you can see and know that it is the latest. But with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this so you can see it for yourself, the threats that are currently being issued out right now of World War III warnings back and forth between Israel, Tehran. The United States is concerned in all of this. Let's go ahead and switch it over. I'm going to play this video clip so that way you can see it for yourself. Let's go ahead and take a look. And when I start this, do me a favor. If you can hear it and see it okay, drop a 5x5 in the comments for me so that way I know it's coming across okay. Let's go ahead and try this out.
Pickup trucks, on motorcycles, and they committed unimaginable atrocities. They savagely murdered 1,200 people. They raped and mutilated women. They beheaded men. They burnt babies alive. They burnt entire families alive. Babies, children, parents, grandparents. And scenes reminiscent of the Nazi Holocaust. Hamas kidnapped 251 people from dozens of different countries, dragging them into the dungeons of Gaza. Israel has brought home 154 of these hostages, including 117 who returned alive. I want to assure you, we will not rest until the remaining hostages are brought home too. And some of their family members are here with us today. I ask you to stand up. With us is Eli Stevie, whose son Dan was abducted from the Nova Music Festival. That was his crime. A music festival. And these murderous monsters took him. Kobe Smirno, whose son Jonathan was murdered, and his corpse was taken into the dungeons, into the terror tunnels of Gaza. A corpse held hostage. Salim Al-Atrash, whose brother Muhammad, a brave Arab-Israeli soldier, was murdered. His body too was taken to Gaza. And so was the body of Ifat Hyman's daughter in Bar, who was brutally murdered at that same music festival. With us is Sharon Sharabi, whose brother Yossi was murdered, and who prays for his older brother Eli, who is still held hostage in Gaza. And with us too is Izhar Lifsich from Kibbutz Nir Oz, a kibbutz that was wiped out by the terrorists. Thankfully, we achieved the release of his mother Yocheved, but his father Oded is still languishing in an underground terrorist hell of Hamas. I again promise you, we will return your loved ones home. We will not spare that effort until this holy mission is accomplished. Ladies and gentlemen, the curse of October 7th began when Hamas invaded Israel from Gaza. But it didn't end there. Israel was soon forced to defend itself on 6 more war fronts organized by Iran. On October 8th, Hezbollah attacked us from Lebanon. Since then, they fired over 8,000 rockets at our towns and cities, at our civilians, at our children. 2 weeks later, the Iran-backed Houthis in Yemen launched drones and missiles at Israel, the first of 250 such attacks, including one yesterday aimed at Tel Aviv. Iran's Shiite militias in Syria and Iraq have targeted Israel dozens of times over the past year as well. Fueled by Iran, Palestinian terrorists in Judea and Samaria perpetrated scores of attacks there and throughout Israel. And last April, for the first time ever, Iran directly attacked Israel from its own territory, firing 300 drones, cruise missiles, and ballistic missiles at us. I have a message for the tyrants of Tehran. If you strike us, we will strike you. There is no place. There is no place in Iran that the long arm of Israel cannot reach, and that's true of the entire Middle East. Far from being lambs led to the slaughter, Israel's soldiers have fought back with incredible courage and with heroic sacrifice. And I have another message for this assembly and for the world outside this hall. We are winning. Ladies and gentlemen, as Israel defends itself against Iran in the seven-front war, the line separating the blessing and the curse could not be more clear. This is the map I presented here last year. It's a map of a blessing. It shows Israel and its Arab partners forming a land bridge connecting Asia and Europe between the Indian Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. Across this bridge, we will lay rail lines, energy pipelines, fiber optic cables, and this will serve the betterment of 2 billion people. Now look at this second map. It's a map. Look at the second map. It's a map of a curse. It's a map of an arc of terror that Iran has created and imposed from the Indian Ocean to the Mediterranean. Iran's malignant arc has shut down international waterways. It cuts off trade. It destroys millions, destroys nations from within, and inflicts misery on millions. On the one hand, a bright blessing, a future of hope. On the other hand, a dark future of despair. And if you think this dark map is only a curse for Israel, if you think that, then you should think again. Because Iran's aggression, if it's not checked, will endanger every single country in the Middle East and many, many countries in the rest of the world. Because Iran seeks to impose its radicalism well beyond the Middle East. That's why it funds terror networks on 5 continents. That's why it builds ballistic missiles for nuclear warheads to threaten the entire world. For too long, the world has appeased Iran. It turns a blind eye to its internal repression. It turns a blind eye to its external aggression. Well, that appeasement must end. And that appeasement must end now.
there you have it. The fake Jews spitting their lies. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakwadash, Barakatham. Double honors and blessings for the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and teach us His truth. Shalom to the 144,000 of the nation of Israel, elect, the 1/3 elect, men, women, and children scattered abroad. My name is Aria Al Yahawada of GMS Hawaii, coming at you with this short impromptu lesson. I just have one precept. As you can see, things are cranking up. And where's it all leading? World War III. I just have this one precept, and then I'm going to end it. This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The second woe, which was World War II, is past, and behold, the third woe, the third world war, is coming quickly. That's where all this is headed. All this is headed to World War III, prophecy as spoken of in the Holy Bible, and as spoken through the prophets here at Great Millstone, starting with Elder Apostle Tahar on down. So that's why we tell you, Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, now is the time to repent. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, while he may be found. Because as you can see, destruction is coming. World War III is imminent. This place, Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to be destroyed soon. So now is the time to get your act together. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, while he may be found. On to the next one. Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom.